The Holland Mars 400S Pro is a video wireless transmitter and receiver system. It has a range of 400 feet, is well built, includes SDI and HDMI connections, and it supports 2 transmitters and up to 4 mobile devices. But is it for you? Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Simon. Thanks for tuning into The Ordinary Filmmaker. If you're new here, subscribe to get notification of new videos like this one so you don't miss any news, rumors, or tutorials. And don't forget, I'm giving away a brand new Canon EOS R5 full-frame mirrorless camera to one lucky viewer. Details are in the description down below, or you can watch this video here, but essentially, all you have to do is subscribe for your chance to win. Holland reached out to me a few weeks ago asking if I'd review their new video wireless transmission system, the Holland Mars 400S Pro. It's due to be announced on Wednesday, but I'm not getting paid to do this review and I'm not being told what I can or should say. And at the end of the review, I do get to keep the Mars 400S Pro if I wish to. The Mars 400S Pro comes in a small white box with a transmitter and receiver. Each is constructed well. The transmitter is easily identified by the red-colored fastener, also made of metal. The receiver has a blue fastener, also in the box are 5 antennas, 2 for each unit, and 1 spare when you lose or damage one. It's pretty simple to snap everything together and you're ready to go within minutes. I do give Holland credit for supplying a paper manual. While I'm a digital person, when setting up new gear, it's great having a manual right there. You don't have to download anything. You're just good to go. My only suggestion is that, well, they should make the typeface a little bit bigger. Even with my reading glasses, it's kind of hard to make out the diagrams and the font is just a little bit too small. Now, I did get the Holland late Friday evening. It was dark, and evening light isn't the best, even with reading glasses. I had trouble reading the manual, I kept missing steps, and it was taking me longer than it really should have for setup. Now, I know I'm nitpicking, but wait till your eyes start to go. The world's going to feel like a different place. The Mars 400S Pro has a full-size HDMI port, but also comes with SDI and USB-C ports. I mounted the transmitter on top of the R5 with the power from the supply power adapter. It will take batteries such as the NP F750 and 770 batteries, but I didn't have a single one of those. But that's okay. For this setup, I'm using my iPad with a Holland iOS app. It supports up to 4 wireless devices at once. For this configuration, you'll need to download the app, so go to the App Store for the iPad or iPhone, and for Android, go to the Google Store. And make sure you search for HollyView. Don't search for Holland or you won't find a thing. Download the app and make sure that the camera is on and recording, or at least it's simply powered on. If the camera goes to sleep, you won't be able to get it connected and you'll get some sort of error message saying that there's no signal. Now, once the app is installed, go to Wi-Fi and select the wireless signal, starting with HLD followed by an underscore and then usually an alphanumeric string. The default Wi-Fi password? 12345678. At least they went 8 digits, so it's a little bit more secure. Now, once you are connected, you can easily change the password by clicking on Settings and then clicking on the pen. The transmitter will broadcast up to 400 feet so long as there isn't anything in the way. It must have a clear line of sight. The image is crystal clear and transmitted in 1080 up to 60 frames per second. It is a major upgrade over the Canon Camera Connect app that I was using before, but the 2 solutions address different capabilities. More on Canon Camera Connect later. The Mars 400S Pro gives you a lot of tools. Click WVF to superimpose a waveform. It's easy to move around the screen. By tapping the hist, up comes a histogram. And like the waveform, it too can be moved around the screen. I love having waveform and histogram superimposed over the video while filming. While many still hybrid cameras have waveform and histograms, they run and hide once the record button is pressed. Focus highlights the edges of what's in focus. Notice the highlights around the shed door in the windows. They assist you in pulling focus manually. The LCD on most cameras just isn't big enough. Zebras shows you your exposure levels. Press Magnify to zoom into any part of the frame. Like histogram and waveform, the window can easily be moved around. There's also an option for adding false color, which Holland says makes the video more distinct, and you're not going to get any arguments from me there. Monocolor is just that, giving us a red filter on life, and the LUT allows us to load a 3D LUT. As the Holland 400S Pro hasn't been released yet, I don't have pricing, but I've been told that pricing will come on Wednesday. To give you an idea of the ballpark, the Mars 300 costs $469. The price for the 400 then could be, well, a little bit less or more. For many ordinary filmmakers, I really see two clear options for you. The Canon Camera Connect app provides video monitoring from an iOS device. It works very well on new cameras. I've never had it drop a signal on my Canon R5. 70D, that's a different story. I do get a video preview, can see if I'm recording, battery life, and other telemetry like recording modes and related information, but it doesn't give you all the tools needed for monitoring video output. The Mars 400S Pro provides more detail, allows me to stream multiple screens without needing expensive monitors, allows me to see focus highlights, add LUTs, see and move the waveform and histogram around, and provides a range up to 400 feet line of sight. The Holland 400S offers terrific value for the price. It's well built, does its job very well, and it's easy to use. If you're looking for a wireless video transmission system, you can't beat the price and capabilities of the Holland 400S Pro. The only issue I had in the setup of this was connecting to the wireless. And it was on the iPad, and it's only the first time you set it up. So what happens is when you go open up the app, you move over to the device you have, you click on Connect, and it has a nice little picture saying, hey, you need to use the 7-digit number that's in the wireless. So I put that in there, and as soon as you enter it, it sends you back to the settings page. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. You enter it multiple times. Well, once you've entered it in and it sent you back to the camera page, go back to the app, and this time, instead of entering it again, just clear away the keyboard, and you'll see there's a couple of arrows at the bottom of the screen. Just push up on those, and it'll connect no problem. And that was the only real issue that I had with the app. I think it could work on a little bit more improvements there, but otherwise it's a great system. So once it's connected, you don't have to fiddle around with the Wi-Fi. So for this setup here, when I was shooting, while I'm shooting right now, all I did was I attached the transmitter to the R5. I'm using Wi-Fi to connect to here. The power adapter's on the unit on top, and I'm using the wireless signal coming directly off the transmitter. Don't try to use your internal Wi-Fi, it won't work. Now, I made some mistakes, so I decided to shut off the camera. I noticed it was overheating a little bit. Yes, in my basement. I'm wondering if it's the heat coming off the transmitter that's doing that. So I went and did some other work, came back, flipped on the camera. Now, I didn't turn the transmitter off while this was happening. And sure enough, the iPad came back to life with the signal. So it's just that initial stages of getting the Wi-Fi up and running. If you're going to be using the transmitter and the receiver with the batteries, you're not going to have this issue at all. I think it's a very good camera. It's not a camera. I think it's a very good device. It's got good value for the money. But yeah, that's the only real issue I had. Again, look, if you can buy a product and the only issues you have are the fonts in the manual are a bit too small and the app's a little tricky at first setting up, that's not too bad. But if you do get it, just be aware that it's a little tricky setting up the Wi-Fi. But that's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe for your chance to win the Synco Lav S6E and M3 shotgun microphones. I'll be awarding this prize or these two prizes once the channel reaches 20,000 subscribers. And then I'll offer up a different and more expensive prize every 10,000 subscribers until I reach 100,000 subscribers. Once I reach that level, I'll be awarding a brand new Canon EOS R5 full-frame mirrorless camera. And on that bombshell, thanks for watching The Ordinary Filmmaker. We'll see you again soon.